Well, hey there, everybody. I just finished putting in my new switches I got from TACBusparts.com. That's TAC Busparts.com. Got $90 worth of switches and a pilot light. So, what I ordered was this emergency light switch right here. And as you can see, when you pull the night lights on, you can't really tell. The camera can't really see it, but it's a red LED. You can just barely pick it. The camera's not showing it up, but it's a red LED in this one. And this switch replaced my old override switch. And I've already bought that master and had it in there, but both of these just said warning. So if you had 3 warning switches here, I was confused, and I'm sure the drivers up there didn't know what they were doing until they got used to it. But I wanted it to get the switches that set it up like this, and that was a lot easier to understand. So you have your master, like your Bluebird style stuff, turn the key on. So you have your master that has a pilot light in it, and you turn your master on, and you push your sequence start warning light button, and that activates the ambers. And since the door's open, it ain't going to do anything, but I'll push the override button, turns the ambers to red no matter what. And they're not coming out right now, but that's what they do. So that's what it does and everything. So like I was saying, even though the master switch, see, the master switch is on, so now it's off. So even though your master switch is off, you can push the emergency warning light switch and it'll activate the pilot light inside the master switch. So I don't know, the override or the emergency lights is wired through that switch. So at any rate, that's how they work. And so over here, here's my other switches. If you can see, I put these in. That's my warning pilot light I got today, and John helped me wire it in. And I also got this rear heater switch, and I swapped the face off the strobe and put the gut of the switch on the fast idle switch. So let me show you how everything kind of works here. Let me close the door. Close the door here. The switch is already on to accessory. So what's going on is this switch right here. If this switch connects, makes a circuit to the switch to red when door is open, flash red when door is open. That's the wire this switch is in series with. So when it's off, there's no load lights that come on, except the ambers. It'll go to ambers, but it will not switch to reds. And I put this in so I could turn my ambers on and open my door if the railroad crossing, so they wouldn't switch to red. So if this switch is not on like that, then the reds will not come on. Ambers will, but the reds won't. So there's the pilot light I wanted to put beside that. So turn the switch on. So that's kind of a safety for the reds. So it's on, so it'll work normally. So now, over here, you would cut, if you're doing a passenger stop, you would cut the master on, and then you would push the load light sequence start switch. And that activates the ambers, which they're on. So then, after you've activated them, come over here, and you flick the door. Door opens, light comes on, switches to reds. Stop sign comes out, the crossing arm goes out, and the red pilot light, warning light, switch comes on. So there you go. That's how it works, and I had it switched wired into the stop sign solenoid, but it was a constant, it didn't flash, so I rewired it to the red light, or the red right load light light in the flasher. So it's kind of complicated, but it works, and it's really cool, So anyway, so let me show you, if you do not have this switch on, this is a switch we put in. If you do not have it on, you mash the emergency lights, activates the pilot and the master. Notice nothing's happening. No stop sign, no crossing arm, no pilot light, because this switch is off. Well, when you turn it on, everything comes to life. So I put this switch over here as a safety so I wouldn't accidentally turn the reds on. So there you go, and it can turn them off too. So I really have three switches you have to use if you want to use the load lights. It's really complicated, but not really. I like it that way, but I wouldn't recommend it for any school type use or anything. But I like it. It's kind of cool because I can wire it up like that. So it's wired up to my needs. So there you go. There's my new switches and everything. So hope you enjoy it, and hopefully that'll give you a little understanding of how my load lights work. So thanks for watching.